Well, Ecoalf was born in 2009 with the idea of creating a truly sustainable fashion company. My two sons have been born, Alfredo and Alvaro, that's why the name of Alf. And I decided the most sustainable thing to do was not to keep on using natural resources. So recycling could be a solution if we're able to make like a new generation of recycled products with the same quality and design as the best non-recycled. We had to fight a lot because people were thinking, why would I buy a recycled product? Why? I mean, no, because also people had the idea that a recycled product was something of less quality, like sort of hippie, like you get the old blanket of the grandmother to make a backpack. And I said, no, I'm going to create a t-shirt, a shirt which is 100% recycled, exactly the same quality. There's not enough natural resources. So we have to start creating a circular economy. We have to reuse the waste and convert it again. No? And that's one of our biggest challenges, because we have to be able to convert all our garments again into filament and again into fabric. Well, I think each of the materials we're using has its own problems. Now, cotton is very intensive in water. So when you make a t-shirt from virgin cotton, you're using 2,500 liters of water. I think each different material, that's why we have to work in this new generation of low impact materials. We have hemp, which uses 80% less water than cotton. The yarn is not so good yet, but it will get there. No? So we're using now in the new collection kapok, which comes from the dead fruit of the kapok tree in India. Amazing t-shirts, amazing shirts, and it uses 83% less water than cotton. So there's a lot of new materials you have to start using. Then one of the things that most concern us is the microfilaments. When you wash clothes, no, it's throwing microfilaments back into the system. That's why we stopped using broken filaments in 2014. We only use continuous filaments. And we just launched in the last collection the first filament in the market which doesn't throw any microplastics back into the system. Well, I think that's one of the biggest problems. No? People think, how strong, how decisive is my impact? Well, I think that's the wrong question. I think the decisions we take every day, all of us are affecting. And all of us together are going to make the change. When I go to universities, I talk with the young people, and they're very activist, no? And they want to go, and they're very worried, but at the same time, they want to keep on buying every year 10 t-shirts for €5. And I say, well, that's not possible. You have to decide, no? You cannot be sustainable and keep on buying 15 t-shirts for €5, because and what do we do? And I say, buy less. You don't need to buy so much. And also, when you buy a t-shirt for €5, if you go it backwards, you see how much that t-shirt has cost in the origin. And that's not sustainable either. So I think it also has to do a lot with education, no? That's why we spend a lot of time going to schools, and I always say the same thing, that children understand everything very easily, and sometimes we are very worried with what kind of planet are we going to leave to our kids, and we should be much more worried with what kind of kids are we going to leave to the planet. And it's a matter of changing their mentality.